Okay, hi. The first thing, please log into our cloud server.
你可以把这个 copy 贴到这边给大家。You can also copy paste the link we send in the chat room.
Please log in using your browser to log in our cloud server. The address is here. I show on the screen. 59.124.205.126/PSN and the account 0411. Password test. When you log in, you will see this screen. And is everyone okay to log in? Please type in chat, let me know. And when you log in the cloud server, go to the server. Go to the server and user. Server and user to create a new account for yourself. Like this, add new. And type your account and password for your own self, your own account.
没有在线上吗？
对啊，正常看这个。
对啊。
50。
Is any? Can you say a word so we can know? Hello, you can unmute yourself.
Or please type in chat to let us know if
yes, we are here. You.
Okay, great. So you guys, if you are behind, please let us know because we are doing the step-by-step setup. Okay.
Yeah, because we are trying to let you guys can do it on your own. And also, I will do the step-by-step. Then you can follow the step-by-step process to do on your side. So please let me know if it's okay right now. And use the login address to log in our cloud server and account. First use 0411. Password is test. And after you log in, please go to the systems or the system user to create a new account for yourself. And then log out and use your own account to log in again. Create your own account and log out and re-log in by your own account again. Please do this. Okay. Okay, not many people do it. Let's try to do log in our cloud server by this address and this account password. And after logging in, go to a system to create your own account for yourself and log out to re-log in again by your own account. Okay, I see more and more account appear. So okay, please go to create your own account and log out and log in by your own account again. And during the break time, I think our ISO file has been downloaded, right? Our file, this .iso, SignageCMS 1.8.iso. If you finish download it, and actually the ISO file can be unzipped by WinZip or WinRAR. So after you unzip it, you will have this folder, and this folder has all these files, and we see this PSNPC-1.8.12.2p. This file is for installing the free version of the client. I will show you. This file can install the free version of the client, and it's no license needed. If you need to demo to customer or practice by yourself, and it's unable to get the license file, you can install this first, or let customer know this is free version. They can download it, download our ISO file and install this file to get the free client software. And the only limit is this free version of client can only display the program for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, it will close by itself. But if we restart it again, it can display another 3 minutes. It's able to use or test the program and demo to a customer. So please install this. Use the PSNPC.1.8.12.2p file. Install in your PC to get the client software. Okay, let me know you are doing okay. And after you install the software, the client software, it will pop up this window. This window is a client configuration, and what we are going to do is to connect the client to server. Then we can make the basic SignageCMS architecture: one server, one client. And because this server is cloud server, so I can do it like right now. So go to the server and client device, use add new to add your own client. And here the name, you can type anything you need, anything you like. Client ID, use your client ID show on the screen. Need to be exactly the same. Here there is a use custom ID. If you click this box, the custom ID, anything you entered, is need to go to the client ID. Exactly the same. And it here, no, we use default ID. So the server side need to, oh, wait. Oh, okay, on the server side, we need the name and the client ID only, and it's okay to save and exit what device name has been used. Okay, I already connected my client. Okay, so, but on the client side, there is one more thing need to enter. Server IP. Server IP means you need to enter the server IP you want to edit or you want to the program from. So now we use our cloud server. So we enter the cloud server IP here and save and start. Okay, then you can see our client restart. And now if you reload it, then here is my client. There is a green mark here. It's okay to connect. And also we can check our status by you click right button on this icon on our client. You can see the basic status from the client and server, like license type or status. The delivery means when you dispatch program from the server, it will show it's finished or it's processing. And here is a server, our server IP and server status ready, and if the client connected to server or not. We can see the basic information for troubleshooting here by right click on the client icon. And for the license issue, and because I faced many about the license issue. When you face license issue, first we can go to check our C disk. Under the C directory, there's a SignageCMS folder here. This folder contains the client and server license. If you install the server and client on one PC, you can see the two folder, client and server. Because so far we only installed the client, so we can see client one. And because we use the free version here, so there's no license. If the license installed, it will show a license file, something .lic file here. There will be a one file in the folder. So when you face the license issue, no matter license error or expired, any license issue, please go to check this path first and to see if there is multiple license file in this folder. And if there is multiple, just leave the latest license file in the folder. Just leave the latest license file in the folder and quit and restart the client software. And most likely it will solve the license error issue. Just keep the license folder, only one license, this latest one. This is a small tip for everyone. And during the instruction, I will state I will say like answer or question Q&A in during the demo if I remember or think anything related to the demo. So please. Okay, does anyone have any issue to connect the client to server? I think I saw most people are good. And we will start it. And the basic operation is media program, schedule, and dispatch. The basic operation has in the user guide we have the user guide wrote very detailed. So please take your time, use your free time to read the user guide, and it has a lot of detail in it, and it's most likely can solve like more than I think 90% of the issue we faced so far, because so far it has the answer in our user guide, and I think many AEs is already learned this software and did their own program demo to the customer just by reading the user guide. So I think the user guide is really enough, very enough. Sometimes might not have not very detailed, but it's enough to that customer, I think, customer and our AEs to learn this software and to understand how to operate this software. So please go to read if you need to support this product or you need to sell this product to customer. And just read and practice. Okay, and for the first step, media, I already upload the medias in this folder. But if we need to upload a new file, just click a new file on the bottom right corner and use add new and add anything. Okay, this. Oh, because this computer is not my own computer, so there's no media to upload. Let me try it. No, but it's okay. You can try it by your own. If you have media to upload, use new file, add new, and choose file. Choose file will show up here and upload. Then the media will show up in the media section. And you can see there are not a lot of videos and pictures. Even the test is for the scoring bar. I will talk about it later. Then when we finish the media, then we need to edit our own program. And first step, just ignore all this. We need to make a new one, add new. There are functions here, add new, copy, move, remove. Just if you want to remove this, just click this and remove. It's very easy. And then you can delete it. I already used, continue to delete. Okay, it's in used. So delete another one. Just delete. Whatever. Those messages just warning. So if you really want to delete, just delete. And we can add new one. Add new one is the screen of our editing. I was editing desktop. We can see a lot of function over on the right side. On the right side, the like widget box. And then if you want to edit image, video, streaming, web, just click it. Then it will show up this empty box. If you see this image, the same with the left bar, this means this box is empty. And this issue is also some AE asked me already. The empty box might cause will show up the error message. And if your program has an empty box in your program and you dispatch to the client side, some version of the client software, older version, maybe older than 1.8, or some version of the client software, it might cause the error message. So if you face the error message, the customer feedback, then check the program or customer's program. If there is any empty box in the program, just delete it and redispatch again. It will solve the error message issue. So right now, you guys, if you log in and follow the steps and create your own program, then later on we can dispatch to your own PC. And we can click here, like this one is web. We can type in URL. For example, double click. If you see the empty box, you can double click and you will jump up a playlist edit. Here, I will find a YouTube link for display. Use this one. What's this? You can just copy the URL address. With Java playlist edit, and can add new URL and type your web address here. Copy here. And then confirm. Click it, confirm. Okay, you can see the box images changed to the URL. So it means your empty box filled in some content. So it's not empty. You can check by this way to see if the box is empty. And on the right side, you can change the default browser here. It's kind of a decoder because some web page, if they write by the like Chrome layout, like Chrome format, followed by the Chrome, then it might be showing some error or mistake when you use the IE browser. So you can change to a Chrome or IE. I would suggest to use IE if there is no any issue. So basically, we don't need to change unless you face the issue. Change to Chrome. And also, there are some questions about the video playing. So I will do the video box. On the video box, also double click the video and add the video you want to display. And you can see here the video file. You see the box changed. That means the box filled in the video. And during the video widget box, we need to choose the video player decoder to decode the video, to play the video. And the decoder we need to install after the SignageCMS software installed. It's an additional tool, additional software to install. We also upload on our support line. So when you are going to install the CMS software, you can see here the ISO file and K-Lite codec pack in VLC pack. These two pack to be installed separately, or the video cannot be displayed. It will show the black screen or show some error. So basically, if we need to install the CMS software, we need to install the CMS itself and the video codec. K-Lite, the default, if you choose default, is use K-Lite to decode. And if you choose VLC, obviously use VLC to decode. And the background use the Windows Media Player to display the video. So there are 3 different decoders we can use, and recommended use the default K lines. It can display without like 90% of the video formats, because there are more and more video formats on the internet right now. So only one codec might not be enough. So if K-Line cannot display any formats, for example, if the video looks late or any noise on the video play, you can change to a VLC or use background Windows Media Player codec. It will solve the issue. Okay, the codec is kind of important because a lot of customer and AES this question. Another one, like for example, scoring. Scoring is also a function like customer or AES a lot. The scoring function is a little bit different because it's need to do like, it feels like it need to do 2 steps to fill in the content into the video, into the scoring function. For example, you can see here, if I double click the box, it show up a playlist, and we need to add contents to our playlist. So we add file to add the file. But if there is no file, or if you want to create a new file, we need to click the new text. New text. One. Just enter your title and set the background color, and enter content. Hello. Okay, and save. Save complete. Okay, but in this way, in this step now, if you close it, actually you can see there is no content show on the widget box. That means this is empty. It's not filled any hits. So when we're going to add the file, we use new test. New test, save, close, and we need to choose the file again. If I use test 1, I need to click the test 1 and choose, and see the playlist has your file on it, and confirm. Okay, then we can see, okay, our content is shown on the widget box. This counts finished. You need to see your content on the widget box, or it will be empty. And the empty box auto message on some software, on some version of the client software. So it's kind of connect together. If you didn't do it, didn't fill in the content in the playlist, and you also didn't notice it and dispatch the program, it might cause the error message issue. So check, if you see the error message, check your program if there is an empty box. Okay, then we can save now the program. Okay, in this bar, at this bar, you can see the program program, I said it, program tech and block 1, 2, 3. Then the whole program, the whole screen. And for the program, the position I suggest not to change because it might cause some layout error issue. When the program dispatched, it will show something wrong. It's not going to show the same thing you added. So I suggest don't change the position, and you can change the size to fit your screen. And the block, the choose block, it shows block 1, and you click the block, it will change. That means you can adjust your position just by typing and just type the size you want, or you can drag. But sometimes it's not really easy to like align, because they can see sometimes they will cover it or will not be very easy to align. So type can easy to do your layout. And we need to give our program a name, like P1. Save and exit. So complete. Then I can see the P1 here. This is my program. And the third step, schedule. If we want to dispatch our program, we need to set a schedule for our program. Single day and overall. Single day is how many hours or how many minutes or how many hours you want to display in a day, or what time you want to display. And overall means whole months. Whole months, how many days you want to display your program in a month. And these two options, these two steps combine to a complete schedule for dispatching. So one program need to have two schedules, single day schedules and overall schedules. And at the beginning, if the first time you use it, there will be no schedule here, and we need to use the add new, and it will show the program below. And drag our program here, and drag to the time you want to display, or on the right corner here, you can just type what time you want to start. Like, it's more precise. Okay, we can set the time, or we can use we can set the multiple program in a day. So just fill out the timeline. Oh, still need to give a name. Schedule. Okay. And after save, you can see schedule 0411 is fine. And here, still need to go to overall. If it's one single day schedule, it won't be show up on the dispatch menu. So we need to set the twice. The second time is for overall, and add new again if there is empty. Add new again, and we need to drag our own schedule to which day you want to display and change the time. Because there are too many schedules, so it cannot be displayed at once. So you can see here, there's a page. Next, page 1 or page 2. Then you can find on page 2. If there are too many, page 1 and page 2, remember it. Because sometimes I think it's not large enough, so it might be ignored. You can select the default, and choose which day we want to display. Or you can move the cursor to the sign, and if you see the arrow, you can double click and drag it to the day. Okay. And save and exit. Oh, still need the name.
What's the initial login?
Credential. What does this mean?
What's the initial login credentials? We can record this webinar. Let's have. We should implement border snapping on each content box. What do you mean that changing position will cause problem?
Oh. Okay.
Andy, we see your feedback. Thank you. Sorry, we just see the all the question now. So Maverick, regarding to Maverick's question, we should implement the border in box. What do you mean that changing position will cause problem? These are two different questions.
Okay.
Can you give oral reply?
For the changing position cause problem means because our program displayed kind of by the coordinates, because it's aligned from the coordinates x 0 0. 0 0 is the left up corner from the coordinates 0 0, and because if the start point, the beginning point is not 0 0, is for example from the corner, and your program will be squeezed because your program, for example, if your program is 1920 by 1080 your screen resolution 1920 by 1080, and your start point is not on the left up corner, then the screen size will be squeezed and the whole program layout will change. It's not show the correct layout on your client display. I'm not sure it's okay to understand or not, because it's kind of I am really not understand at the beginning first as you as well. So I try to explain, but not sure. Try to explain the correct idea to you guys. Placement resize.
The content replacement resizing. We should let the border snap into place based on the border on the existing content or display borders.
Borders, you mean
边界
对啊
the age.
You mean this border need to be like more easy to recognize or something?
Maverick, you can unmute your microphone so we can communicate either in English or in Mandarin, whichever. Yes, we can hear you. Hello, Maverick.
Hello, Maverick, you can unmute and say something.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you can help.
Wait. I think we have unmuted everyone. Maverick. 嗯，怎么会这样？好吧。
It's okay. Can you speak right now?
No, seems like.
No, I don't think so.
I just hate the GoToWebinar tool so much.
Sorry, it's the I think we faced the technical issue by the webinar tool, webinar software. So now you guys might not speak because I can't hear you guys. So
现在可以了，不用紧，不用紧。
Yeah.
开始才问。
Maverick, see the icon like on your board, control board. You just click one on the microphone and it will turn red into green because right now I give authority to everyone. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I know. You only manage to unmute now, but it's okay. Separately later. Please carry on.
Continue.
Continue. Okay. Okay. You mean? Oh, just let me know what you mean. The border, like a snap, is mean it's easy to recognize or something.
It will be easier to place the content on the canvas. Yeah, because right now we have to do a lot of manual resizing of the content when we place them on the canvas.
Oh. Right. I mean, right now they have to do a lot of resizing on the canvas when they are going to put the content.
Yeah. So when we place content in, at that moment, we should be able to automatically snap into each border so that it's easier for
Okay, I understand. Okay.
你有解法吗？这个是 so far. This is something that so far.
Yeah, we will try to improve this on the going version. Not sure this function we need to like added by our RD. So yeah, we will put it in the list. I'm doing. Thanks for your suggestion.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Okay, then let's continue. Oh, is there any question I haven't answered yet, or
可以继续，
这是哪一个？没有看到 question.
不然他们会训练不完。
Huh? Okay, so I think I just continue it. And did we go to the what? Wait. Okay, I will just do it again. The overall schedule. Not sure if I finish it. Just add new and choose a default. Choose which day or how many days you want to display and give it a name. Schedule 1, 7 as it. Then we can see the overall schedule here. Schedule 1 appear. Then automatically it will appear on the dispatch section. Because after we finish the schedule, we need to dispatch it. Then you can see the schedule 1 is mine. And then choose the device you want to dispatch. Choose test 1 and dispatch it. It shows complete. And when you dispatched it, you will see the progress processing here. Delivery. So now it's downloading. It depends on your network bandwidth. Okay, now it's finished. It shows, okay, scrolling bar over there, and videos and the YouTube page.
La vie est injuste, n'est-ce pas, mon jeune ami? Tandis que certains naissent dans l'abondance, d'autres passent leur vie dans l'obscurité. À quémander des miettes.
Oh yeah, what we do. When you dispatch, you can dispatch to your own PC and see the result is okay or not. But for the URL, then it shows the YouTube page. If you want to only display the video, YouTube video, the YouTube you can use the like 它可以用说网址嘛，对不对？
No,
不是这样哦。
no. 手册上不行。
知道 Yes, we can.
No.
Okay. 那 video 的话用 Okay. If you click on the video, click right, you can copy the video website. So, sorry, video address. Let me see if this works. Still double click. Oh, this might not work, I think. It's shortened address. Let me see. start working.
La vie est injuste, n'est-ce pas, mon jeune ami? Tandis que certains naissent dans l'abondance, d'autres passent leur...
Okay, because I use a web. The web function can only be displayed the web page. If you want to display the YouTube, you need to choose the YouTube. It's different. Okay, and the basic this page, and there's urgent braking. Urgent braking still is the same, to choose your own program, your own schedule, and you want to dispatch. Then it will breaking into the current program, and after the urgent program finished, it will return to the original schedule to display. And you can check the display history here. Display status is dispatching, and display history here. It will show the information. In the system setting here, users, you guys all users already is account, create the account or change the authority. Okay, in client device, just connect your client, and also you can see here, click on the green, this status mark, the green mark, you can see the information from your client device, and also device screenshot here, and power status depends. Also, it depends on the screen, network speed. But because we don't have a lot of time is limited. So if you have any question, you can type it in the chat. Type in a question, and I think we will answer it after we finish this demo, or we will find some time, some break time to answer it. And it's here as well. It's slow, so you can try by your own. Okay, and also playback statistics. Statistic. We need to do it. Collect play record first. The default setting is not collected. It's not collected the play record. You need to, or customer need to play the records. Just go to the system and system setup to click this box and set the upload record time. And we need to remember is the play record only uploads once in a day. So we can only check the record the day before. We cannot check the record on the current day. And after we collect it, then we can search here. But I'm unable to do it right now because it will upload, like I can check tomorrow. Also touch statistics. Okay, and we just introduced the basic basic operation already. And then if you guys have any question, type in the question, then we will answer it at once later. So I'll just continue the next things. Next things is like touch function. In here, the touch button we call it interactive. Interactive means if client side has the touch screen, then the customer can touch the screen to change the content they want to see. It's called interactive. And as this one is the interaction box. The interaction box can only be controlled by the button. That means the button can only work with the interaction box. It's not working with the others. It only works with the interaction. So we need to pairing that together. For example, here, double click the interaction box, then add new playlist. And so far here is still, we haven't filled in the content. The playlist is still added in playlist. And add the things you want to display, like a picture, video, picture, and multiple pictures. You can see now the playlist has a lot of different picture and video contents and confirmed. And when you set a default because there might be a different playlist, multiple playlists, but we only need one right now. So we set default and confirm. Okay, now this box changed. It's filling something. And now we need to pair the box and interaction box with the button. The button, when you click it, you can see there's button 5 and 6. Button 5, to set it, because we need to change the media, change the picture and video in the interaction box. It's media, so there will be one previous media. If you click the function, it will jump up, and we choose this, select this interaction 4. Now you can see this box is flashing. It's connect together, and now this one is previous, so this one we set it to the next. Same thing. Choose the content you want. If there are different interaction box, there will be multiple here. Then we just need to choose which block you want to pair with, because they only control, the button only control the interaction block, so they need to pair. Now its flashing is finished, and on the right button here, you can choose the button appearance. For example, you give a name on 1. Change the color. can change the position for it different. And there is the default. Default means when the button didn't do anything, it shows this, and down. Down is different. When you enable this, means this setting shows when the when the button is clicked. When you click, if you keep click the button will show the setting here. So there will be a different setting. When you click it, the setting will show here. And when you free the button will show the default appearance. So there will be two different settings. You can change it. So the basic touch button is function 1, and the function 2 is more likely complicated. The API means when you click the button can request the API from somewhere different place, and when the button get the data or information, it can display like different program. It's kind of advanced, but if there's a chance you can try, but there's nothing we can try here. Sorry. So I just let you know it can do this, can do request some additional information or data from other like a device. Function 3 also, the WISE-PaaS, it can call, the SignageCMS can call different to execute, to run a different application, different software, but it's only call it to run, able to control through CMS, or unable to like close. So the thing is, when you run it, the different software pop up, jump out. Then there's another thing you need to think is how to close it, and it's not through the CMS. When the other software runs, pop-ups, and it's become a different software. It's not about the SignageCMS. SignageCMS has no control with the software. So yeah, if customer want to code the different software or run a different software, it works. But another thing we need to think is how to close it. Need to use to close it is not under SignageCMS control. And these three functions will run at the same time when you click. If you turn on the function, when you click once, the three functions will execute together. So, and so far, most likely, customer only use the first function 1. It's also more easy to understand. Okay, if we save and exit, okay, I should be able to dispatch my schedule to so we can check the process here. Okay. Oh my God. button, all the range.
La vie est injuste, n'est-ce pas, mon jeune ami? Tandis que certains naissent dans l'abondance.
Why? Because this PC doesn't have a 1080p display, I think. The resolution is 1920 by 1080. So the display is out of screen. If I change to, now we can try like a program and change the size. 1366 by 768 is our current display resolution. So it should work this time. Okay, now you can see.
La vie est injuste, n'est-ce pas, mon jeune ami?
Okay, another tips.
Tandis que certains naissent dans l'abondance,
If the client device cannot
passent leur vie dans l'obscurité.
show your mouse cursor, there is a setting here. Setting in the Windows system programs. Find the SignageCMS and look for the client advanced setting. Configure client advanced. And in the advanced setting, there is here hide cursor. The default is turn on, just and topmost. You can see different setting here. Just turn off the hide cursor and restart it. If you don't have touch screen, then you can test your button by this way. Use cursor to click, and you can see the media, the interaction media is changing. The previous and next
Est injuste,
is changing.
n'est-ce pas, mon jeune ami?
So the touch function
Tandis
works.
que certains naissent dans l'abondance, d'autres passent leur vie dans l'obscurité.
Also, when you use the interaction function box, there is a video codec setting here as well, and browser setting as well. You can change if you face any issue. It's the same idea with the single video box or web box. Same idea. Just because the interaction only works with button. The button cannot control other functions, so they need to work together. Okay. So far, the basic function is, I think it's end here. And if you have a question, please type in the question section. Then we will answer it later at once, because I think we don't have a lot of time. Then the basic operations will be end here, and next one will be the mobile app. But mobile app, I will just talk from our user guide because I am unable to show the cell phone screen to you guys. So let me find a user guide. Our mobile app can download on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store. We uploaded to these two store can find, and by search the name H Manager. Find it here. We uploaded on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store, and search the name H Manager. Then you can install it on your cell phone. And it's very easy to use. And so far, this app can control basically it's like linked to your client device. So it can control your program, change your program, or next previous or change. Is not able to edit directly on the cell phone. It can only change the program you already edited so far. But we are adding some more function to this app. It will be more improved later on. So looking forward. Then so far we need to, when you install on your cell phone, you need to add the player in the app. Just do as the slide showed here, add, and it can scanning. And we are going to scanning your mobile app and your mobile device need to be the same network for client device. For sense network segment, for example, like all the internet or company intranet need to be the same, or not, or it can be scanned. But if it's unable to scan, there is add manually. We can still add manually by the client ID. The client ID you got from the client configuration, and the same with the ID client connected to the server. All use the same. If you use custom ID, then enter the custom ID, or use the client default ID. Then you can manually add the player. And you can see when you add the client device to your app, you can see the program, and you can start or switch whatever you need. Change text. It can do some simple edits to change the text. You can try it if you have time, or if you can do it on your phone. Try to practice if it can scan your client device. Okay, and let me see if there's any question. Questions. Okay, the question from Stern, sorry. The demo server over 59 arrival from everyone. So far, yes, you can log in. It's 24 hours a day. Because we can demo our customer by this server. Yes, if you can log in, you can demo it to customer. But I recommend not to directly give the customer the authority to log in this server, because this is our private server for the company use. You can demo to customer, but not just give them the authority to log in. Only internal use. And pointless interaction, how does this work is will be triggered by people passing or a camera. Interaction, yes, interaction, I think I explained already, and it's different. What you mean people passing is facial recognition, the sensor integration. It's more complicated and it will be explained later. But the interaction widget box is work with the touch button as I explained. So I think I already answered this question. Okay, and if you guys has any question, please feel free to ask and type in this question, or you can unmute yourself to ask right now. Okay, if there's no question, we will continue our next.
Okay, in this part, we will to introduce our API document and how to integration and how to use our API. So before introduction, please everybody go here, po.ushop-plus.com to download the API document English version. First, we will use this document, all this part. So make sure you can download the API document now. And I will to introduction the function in this documentation. Okay, can you download it? Okay. Let us start. The API document is the client API document. So this API only to use to control the client. So this API cannot to control the server because it's only for client. To slide to next page in page 2, all the API function in here. We can overview to all the function in here. I will introduce some function, for example, to you in this part to use. So if we come back to our site, first we will introduce the get schedule information, this function, and to page 3. Everybody see this function, get schedule information. So see the example, we can just copy this URL. Copy this URL and just pass to our Chrome or IE. Here we just paste it, and enter. Okay, if you're in here, we show in front of this URL is the IP address. So if your client and your computer is the same one, you can type the 127.0.0.1. Again, if your client, Signage client, and your computer using is same box, same computer, you can use the one. You can type the IP as 127.0.0.1. But if your client and your computer is different box, maybe I install a client in the DS0A1, and I use my notebook to control to dispatch the content. So, or to control the client, you have to type the client IP address. So you can use in the control panel to search your client IP address and type in here. Maybe it will 172.18.22 is 192.22.1.1 maybe. So you have to check the client IP. Second, we can see the A085. This is a protocol for our client. We will send the API request from through this by this protocol, by this port. So make sure your firewall has already opened this port. So how to open this port? I will in the installation guide. I have write the SOP to open this port, or you can to control panel and go to the firewall setting. Choose the advanced setting. There, in right hand side has the inbound rule, and choose the new rule to open the port. You can use this way to open port. Or if you don't care or you don't concern the security, you can just close all the Windows Defender. Okay, just like me, just close it. It's more easy, but maybe you didn't concern the security. But I think every customer will concern their client's security, so they have to in these settings to open the port. But if you buy our SRP product, we will do this setting on our factory. So customer doesn't need to operate this way. They don't need to come here and just do this setting because we will set it down on our factory. Okay, make sure your port is open. Then come back to our IE here. Just copy the information like the /interaction/ schedule point type XML and enter it. If you have dispatched the content to the client, you enter. After enter, you this is information is the client information. We can see the schedule name is schedule 1 and the create time, activation time. We also can see the program name. In this schedule, there has two programs. One is a P1, and the other program is called Special Happy Hour Template.
So we see there are two programs in here. Next, we can see the partition type is interaction type. This means we create an interaction block in our program. So we also can get the partition ID. Then we can see the playlist name, media type, media name in here. So in this function, we can get all of the program information. So why we need to get the information? Okay, so we will go to next part. Next part, I want to introduce the set label function. Please to slide the documentation to page 11. Page 11. Okay. See the set label. Before we use this API, so we have to make sure our program has the label block. So come back to my program. I will to create new program. You just can follow me to create a program. First, I will create one label, and it's called 19% off. Okay, I create the other label called Hello World. Okay, then save this program. I just go label test, save and exit. Okay, then we have to set the schedule. Remember this. Set this stem. Which one is your schedule? This one. Okay, I will dispatch this schedule. Label test. Again, drag it and just to set the time and save and exit. Finally, we will go to dispatch the schedule. My schedule is this one. You sure? And which one?
This one.
This one. Execute. Okay. I have already dispatched successfully. Now, before we have to do some settings. And usually, our client will on the topmost status. Just you see my Chrome, my IE or my other application will behind my client display. But in test, I want to use my application like IE or I want to use the Chrome. I don't want my client show on the topmost. So let's stop and we can come here. Let's go to here, text tool, click WISE-PaaS SignageCMS, and here has the config client advanced. Config client advanced, we use it. Then here in advanced, we are unclick the topmost, unclick this option, and also unclick the hide cursor too, because we want to operate it or we want to control it. So I need to see my mouse thing everywhere. Then we just save and start. Okay. Now we can. Okay. Yes, my eye is in front of the client. Let's go next tab. Just come back to our API document. Page 11, set label. In here, we also example. Copy it. I copy it. Too much. It's hard to use. Copy. Okay. Control A. What did I do? Control C. Okay, copy it and come back here to paste it. So we see this URL. In front of the URL also is our API address and the 508085 port and /interaction/action type equals set label. String is to set label. It's easy to understand. And here has the end interaction key equals 000. Okay, what is interaction key? I will let us come back here. Just in text, we just come back to WISE-PaaS SignageCMS and the config client advanced. Click it. In the below, we can show the interaction key in here. Why we need the interaction key? Because we are trying to use the API to control the client, but we have to avoid every person or like customer or hack connect or control our client. So we have to some security code to avoid that. So every control function have to key the interaction key here. So you can change the interaction key from 000 to 1234 or 5555, but you must to remember it, because every time you use the API, you have to key the interaction key. So in this part, I will use the default setting is 40. Yes, but if the customer has a concern, they can change the key in here. And also make sure the enable is click. This is enable the interaction function. If it is on click, and then we cannot use the interaction function. So also make sure to click it. Then we just save and start. Okay, continue here. I type my interaction key is 40. Next is program ID and partition ID. Go back to our, we need to know this, because this program has two partitions here, two label in here, but every label, every partition, that has own ID number. And every program also has their own ID number. If I want to change it or control it, I have to know its ID number. So how to know ID number? Yes, we just follow the get schedule information. Remember, we just type here, enter schedule points XML and enter. Then we can get the schedule information. In here, we can see our program ID is 431 and the label 1. The content is 19% off. This partition ID is 1. The other ID, the other partition name is label 2. And now its text is hello world. So, and this its ID number is 2. First one, I want to change 90% off to 80% off. How can I do? Come back this page. Where is it? Oh. Everybody can just copy the API documents more fast. T00000, and my program ID is which one? 431. Paste it, and my program ID is 431. My partition ID is 1. And this partition, I want to change the text just from 90% off to 80% off. So I type 80% off, then enter it. Oh, my client is on status. To make sure your client is playing status. And send API again. Okay, yes, we change it. Everybody can try it and try to change the content. Now I want to change the hello world to maybe good afternoon. Okay, so this label is ID2. And it's the same program, so I don't need to change the program ID. But I change the partition ID from 1 to 2, and the in text is equal good afternoon. Okay. And enter it. Yeah. But maybe my label, my word is too long, so okay. It's okay. We successfully to change the content. Okay, why we need to change the content? Why we design this function? Because some customer they has their own post system. They want to combine the post system and the signage. They will adjust the post system's price. Maybe they want to adjust the item price. Maybe, and they want to also the signage price can change at the same time. And in the past, they will change the post system's the price, and they have to do again this setting action. They have to change the content of the signage. So if the customer want to adjust the price on signage automatically, they can use this API to control it. So, but in the world, we have so many different post systems. We cannot integrate every different post system. So we will open this API to our customer. Every post system, ISV or customer, they can use the API to combine their own post system. What's happened? Okay. But if the customer want to integration this function, but they don't have the developing ability, then maybe we can discuss it by project base. Okay. Next part, I will introduce the other function. Okay, in overview, we can see set label or play weight, play media, play partition. This function is very similar, so everybody just can refer to our API document to do it. Now I want to introduce the other special function. So let us come back our signage server here. Now I want to integration the signage with the other sensor, and just like face camera or IQ or RFID or other sensors. So how can I do? Example to everybody. As a scenario, I will display one default program when no people come here. If no people come here, I will play this default program. Can see is no people mean just nobody come here, nobody across this camera maybe, and I will want to play the mail program when the mail across this camera. So we do the mail programming here, and we also want to play the woman program when a female come here or female cross our camera. So please do a woman program. Okay. So after create the program, let's go to schedule setting. In schedule settings mean because we don't know when will female or male will come here. So I will just play the default program by time. save and exit. Okay, next step we have to set the event. So come here. Okay, let's go here, the event. In the latest version of our signage software, we have already set some default event in here. In the old version, you come here, the page will very empty. But if you installation the latest version, we have all setting down. So we just choose the U-sharp face. We choose the event list is U-sharp face. And we can see all of the event is created. Then in this scenario, we only use the first and second event. It's male and female. Its rule is we can see the rule setting. Everybody can click it. Rule setting will show the sensor name, output type, and equal value. So sensor name is our camera. We use the camera be our sensor. The output is the value type. So we will output the gender, and gender is male. Okay. There are other events in here, like young woman. Everybody can change the rule in here. In default setting, our age is setting in here, but every customer can just to change the value in here by themselves. Okay. Next step, we go to the page. In here, we create new one script. Let me call face 0511. Okay, and choose the U-sharp face. In event list here, we choose the U-sharp face and confirm. Okay, success. Then we have to add new program. So in scenario, male come here, we play the male program. Female come here, we play the woman program. So let me choose male and the woman program and confirm. Then we have to mapping the program and the event. When this event happened, we will play the male program. When the female event happened, we will play woman program. It's okay? It's an easy mapping, right? Now we see the play behavior. There are two options in here. One is the recover to schedule. What means recover to schedule? As this example, we will play the default program when no people come here. But when a man or woman come here, we will change the content to play male program or woman program. After the program finish, do you want to recover to the original schedule? Default program, right? So usually we will choose the yes, recover after play. And the second, whenever forced to switch this content, it's a little complex. It means the man come here, the signage will play the male program, but the man will leave right now, and the woman will come here. but the signage still play the main program. So, but the woman is stay in front of the signage. So in this time, do you want to the force to switch from main? In test or in some scenario, we will choose yes. Confirm it and save. Okay, we will go to final step. Is this page schedule. Then we choose my schedule is schedule 1, and this is my interaction script, and this page 8, this one. Okay, we can see now it's playing the default program. So then we will have to simulate the sensor push the stator. What means a sensor push stator? Let us come back to our API document. API document. Open with H. Okay, come back to API document and slide to 19 page. 19 page is in here, push sensor status. Every sensor have to tell client what's happened now. Maybe if I in camera, I have to tell my client now is the male cross or the female cross. If I am RFID reader, I have to tell to client what ID number I get. So I have to tell to client what CO2, what is now temperature or CO2 value. Okay, so every sensor have to push their sensor status. It means just to tell client what's happened now. So we can use this API to tell sensor, just tell him what's happened now. Now I will be a camera sensor. I am camera sensor, so I want to tell my client the man is crossing or the female is crossing. 装3分钟版本。Okay. Come here. We just copy it and come back to our IE that pass it. IP address 8085/interaction/action type is sensor. Just know this function just to push sensor status is tell the client what's happened now, and the interaction key is equal 000. Then is face, output is age, value is 20. So what is name, output, and the value? So come back to our signage server. In the event page, we can see here there's a name, output, type, and value in here, right? We have to copy it to our URL. The name is you have to attention the later or it's spatial later. We use the U sharp face, and the output is gender, right? Gender is output is equal gender. Final value is male. Then enter it. Okay, we successful tell the client the man is crossed here. So the client is starting to play the main program. Oh, but now there is a woman come here. I am camera. I want to tell my client there is a woman come here. So I push another status to client. Its value is equal female. Enter it. Oh, client to receive my status. So client is starting to play the woman program. Okay. Now we will come back to our PowerPoint. To PowerPoint. Let me do. Come back here and go to the 16A page. Okay. In just now the sample, I am the camera, I am the sensor, not Janice, I am the sensor. I will push the sensor status to the client. I just told the client what. So if customer your real sensor have to use our API document to tell what's happened now. So there are two ways to integration the different sensor. One way is just send. It's easy to us, hard to customer because they have to use our API document to developing by themselves, and they have to integration their own device and just to send the API request to the client to push the status to client, and client will to start place the assigned program. And the other way also is hard to us but easy to customer is in some system provide to customer. They can use our device, and we will get them our software, which we are already integration done. They can use it without any coding, just to safety. And now we have the face device, and we are also developing the RFID and barcode sensor and these two solutions will release on Q3. The other one is IAQ and stop traffic solution. We also on developing status now, and these two solutions also will release on Q2 and beginning, right? Okay. In the API interaction part is finished. Is there any problem? Let me see. How can I crash this one? Okay, let me see the question. No question. Hello. Is there any question? You can type the question by the go to webinar, or you can just speak or ask question. No question? Yeah, I like no question. Maybe you think of the question, you can write email, you can send me, Janice, or to Alan and Grace. Okay, so our training is finished.